You walk into a room for the first time, yet every detail feels hauntingly familiar. The way the light hits the floor, the scent in the air, the murmur of a conversation you swear you have heard before. Your brain screams two contradictory things at once. First, I have been here before. And second, no, I have not. This strange, unsettling sensation has a name, déjà vu. It feels mystical, like a glimpse into a past life or a premonition of the future. But what is really happening inside your head during those few seconds of temporal confusion? For centuries, people have tried to explain this feeling with everything from psychic phenomena to glitches in the matrix. The truth, however, is not out there in the universe. It is inside your brain. Déjà vu is not a message from beyond, but a fascinating and perfectly normal neurological hiccup. It is a trick your mind plays on itself, revealing the complex mechanics of how we perceive time and memory. Around 2/3 of all people experience déjà vu, most often during their teenage and young adult years. It is a common feature of a healthy, functioning brain. To understand this feeling, we do not need to look at what you are seeing. We need to look at when your brain is seeing it. The entire mystery lies in a timing error of just a few milliseconds. Deep inside your brain, in a region called the temporal lobe, your mind works constantly to create memories. This is the brain's filing system for everything you experience. Normally, as you perceive the world, information flows in through your senses. Your brain processes it and immediately tags it as the present moment. It is new, fresh, and happening right now. This process is seamless. Your brain takes in a new experience, understands that it is new, and then begins the process of converting it into a short-term and eventually long-term memory. But the leading theory for déjà vu suggests that sometimes this smooth process splits into two. It is often called the split perception or dual processing theory. Imagine that every moment of your perception is delivered to your brain's memory center through two separate pathways. Think of them as two messengers, racing to deliver the same note. Almost every second of your life, these two messengers arrive at the exact same time. Their notes are read as a single, coherent event happening in the present. But during a moment of déjà vu, something is different. There is a tiny fractional delay in one of the pathways. One messenger gets held up by a fraction of a second. The first messenger arrives on time. Your brain receives the information, "I am walking into a coffee shop." Your brain processes this as new and present. Just milliseconds later, the second messenger arrives with the exact same note, "I am walking into a coffee shop." Now your brain is faced with a puzzle. It has just received identical information twice in rapid succession. How does it interpret this? The brain's processing center sees this second signal not as a delayed twin of the present, but as something else entirely. It feels like an echo. Because the information has, in a way, been processed before, the memory system misfiles the second signal. It does not tag it as present. It tags it with a feeling of recollection. This is the conflict. Your conscious mind knows for a fact that this moment is new, but a deeper part of your brain is sending a strong, conflicting signal that says, "This feels familiar." This creates that signature, uncanny feeling. You know you have never been in this specific place, talking to this specific person. Yet the sensation of familiarity is so powerful, so convincing, that you start to question your own reality. The experience is not one of memory, but of a memory being incorrectly formed in real time. Your brain is essentially experiencing one single moment as if it were two separate events, the present and an immediate false echo from the past. The brief delay is all it takes to cross the wires between what is new and what is remembered. It is a momentary confusion between the act of perceiving and the act of remembering. So that weird, unsettling feeling is not the memory itself. It is the clash between what you know to be true and what your brain is telling you is true. And here's the most fascinating part. The truly strange sensation of déjà vu is not the false memory. It is your brain noticing that something is wrong. That eerie feeling is actually your brain's higher-level fact-checking systems kicking in. It is the sound of your conscious mind hitting the brakes. Your frontal lobes, responsible for rational thought, detect a conflict between the feeling of familiarity and the factual knowledge that the situation is new. Déjà vu, then, is the very feeling of your brain catching its own glitch. It is the sensation of your mind's own quality control system flagging an error. So the next time you experience it, do not think of it as a supernatural sign. Think of it as a sign that you have a healthy, self-monitoring brain. It is a powerful reminder that our perception of a smooth, continuous reality is an incredible feat of neural engineering, one that usually runs without a hitch. It is a harmless glitch that gives you a rare glimpse into the hidden machinery that builds your world, 1 millisecond at a time.